Today's video is about credit. How to increase your credit score. How to get your credit score popping. I'm going to share with you the steps that I took to increase my credit score. So if you are interested in increasing your credit score, keep watching. So in order to know how to increase your credit score, first you have to understand what makes up a credit score. Knowing the basics helps you understand what you need to work on to improve your credit score. So what makes up your credit score? 35% of your credit score is made up of payment history. Are you paying people on time? Are you paying your bills? This makes up the majority of your credit score. So this is definitely a priority if you want to increase your credit score. The next one is 30% is amounts owed. Do you owe anybody? If you have any negative remarks or delinquencies on your account, that makes up a huge chunk of your credit score. 15% is length of credit history. So how long have you had credit? The longer the better, because the more responsible you look. 10% of your credit score is new credit. So have you recently applied for new credit, or have you applied for, let's say, a store card and apply for a loan for a car all within the same amount of time? Like, that doesn't look well because you're more of a risk. Last is credit mix. So if you have a credit card, you have student loans, you have a mortgage, those are all different types of credit. Focus on are the two that make up the majority of your credit score, which is 35% payment history and 30% amounts owed. Now that we went over the basics of what makes up a credit score, now I am going to go into what I did to increase my credit score. The thing I did was remove all negative remarks from my credit report. So if it said I owed anyone, I had to get that removed. So I did that by using debt validation letters. They're also called credit validation letters. You can Google it. So I sent those letters out, and it's basically a letter that says prove that I have this debt, and you can send it to the credit bureaus or you can send it to the collection agency. If they aren't able to prove it, they are legally required to remove it from your credit report, increasing your credit score. There are other options, but that worked for me and that helped increase my credit score. So the next thing I did to increase my credit score was I applied for a secure credit card. So a secure credit card is basically training wheels for a credit card. Instead of a bank giving you a credit limit with their money, they give you a credit limit with your money. The credit limit will be really low, probably like $50, $200. For me, my credit score wasn't high enough for a regular credit card, so I had to prove myself by applying for a secure credit card to prove that I'm responsible. So if your credit score isn't high enough for a regular credit card, you can apply for a secure credit card, and that will help you raise your credit score. A lot of banks offer secure credit cards, so definitely research it to see, what banks offer it and apply. After I was approved for my regular credit card, I made sure to keep my utilization below 30%. So if your credit limit is $1,000, you do not want to use more than $300 on your card. I also made sure to pay my bill on time every single month, because if you miss a payment, it is going to hurt your credit score. Make sure that you do your research when it comes to increasing your credit score, because it's different for everyone. The steps that I took to increase my credit score, I did a lot of research and I made sure that it worked for me and my situation, and I think that your situation is unique, so make sure you collect all the information out there, do all your research, and do what you think is most appropriate for you and your situation. Any questions about anything that I mentioned, definitely leave a comment and I will reply